Hi, I'm State Senator Julie Rocky Adams. I'm a lifelong Louisvillian and I represent Senate District 36 right here in Louisville. So nonprofits are the backbone of our communities. They do the hard work every day and provide services to those who often need it the most. Give for Good Louisville gives everyone the opportunity to make an impact on their communities in a real and tangible way. So first, join me in saluting the Community Foundation of Louisville on their 10th Give for Good Louisville. They truly have sparked a generosity for a decade. And so me personally, I've donated to many children's and families and cancer and health organizations during Give for Good Louisville. And so I challenge you to pick out your favorite charity and give on Thursday, September 14th. So be the spark that ignites change in your community by donating to your favorite cause. Remember, on Thursday, September 14th, Give for Good Louisville.
Oh, what a beautiful message. That was State Senator Julie Rocky Adams, one of my favorites, letting us know as a lifelong Louisvillian that she's donating today and inviting and inspiring generosity from folks all across Kentuckiana. We're pumped to welcome you back to Louisville Slugger Stadium, and I'm really excited to turn to our next guest and learn a lot more about your work. So up next we have the Louisville Book Festival. Welcome.
Thank you.
This is Melissa and Dee Dee from the Louisville Book Festival, and I just want to start right off with you telling us about the mission of your organization.
Well, thank you. The Louisville Book Festival was founded 4 years ago. We founded during the pandemic, so last year was our first year in person. This will be our fourth year, but only our second year in person, and our mission is to highlight literacy issues right here in our own community, but also cultivate and celebrate a love of reading, because we know that reading helps the community be more empathetic towards one another, and reading honestly saves lives. We're not being dramatic when we say that.
No, you're not. Yeah. It is windows and mirrors, yes. I heard someone say one
windows
time.
And mirrors,
yeah.
Yes.
So why women? I'm sorry, I got all mixed up. I thought it was for, I had a moment of, is this just women writing? No, this is for everyone.
Everyone.
Book Festival, and you managed to get started with a new festival in a pandemic.
Yes, yes.
So tell me what the festival is like. How are you doing that, fostering a community around literacy and a love of books?
The festival is a big party. If you miss the festival, you're missing out on a huge party, especially if you're a book lover. But if you're not a book lover, the festival will show you all the reasons why you need to be. One of our slogans is that we bring books to life. So we don't just celebrate the book. We celebrate the story behind the story, the person who wrote the book, and all of the dreams and all of the hopes that books bring.
Amazing, amazing. And so how did you each get started with the organization?
I'll let you.
Well, Dee Dee is the founder, but we met because I interviewed her for Leo Weekly, and we had such a great conversation. I was blown away because she's a dynamo. She does 1,010,000 things. She does them all well. I don't know how.
Right.
But
sounds like a nonprofit leader.
Exactly.
Right.
But I was just so blown away. Like, I love to read. I've always loved to read. I used to check out 1,010,000,000 books from the library and drive my mom crazy. But I'd never thought about putting together something that tried to bring people together to celebrate. And I was so inspired and moved by her story when I interviewed her that I had made plans to try and volunteer. And a few months after the interview, she actually called me up and was like, hey, I really enjoyed talking to you. You want to help me with this? And I was like, oh, yes, I do.
A book nerd recognizes a book nerd.
Right, heart to heart, right there it is.
Yeah.
Right away.
Well, tell us about your story a little bit.
I founded the Louisville Book Festival because I was an in-home therapist. And I use books a lot in therapy. It's very powerful to share stories in therapy, and a lot of times when you're working with kids don't communicate the same way that adults do. So they might not tell you how they feel, but they'll read a book and they'll say, well, that was dumb. I wouldn't have handled that problem that way. And then I can say, how would you have handled the problem? So it gives you a lot of insight, but it was really tough when I was serving large parts of our community, when I would go to their homes and I would say, let's use a book in therapy, and kids had no books, not a single book. and that's really what started my whole journey.
Right, and we know so much about, now that books in the home actually enable all kinds of life outcomes, something as simple as having access in your home to that book.
Yes.
So I'm going off script here a little bit because now I'm like actually really hooked in here. Just talk about literacy in our community a little bit, if you would. Educate us for a minute about what those opportunities and challenges are.
It's amazing, that we have people who work on our behalf, but yet, and I'm, speaking in legislature, and yet we are at the bottom in literacy rates across the country. 1 in 4 Kentuckians graduate from school functionally illiterate, and it's actually probably a little higher than that. Many people who are incarcerated in Kentucky prisons are functionally illiterate, the vast majority. I can go on and on and on about this, but just those statistics alone should make you want to stand up and get involved somehow. And whether that's giving to us today for Give for Good Louisville, or coming to the Louisville Book Festival, or sharing our story, that is our whole goal, is to call attention to how much literacy affects people's daily lives. And we have a program called It Pays to Read, where we serve children and we give them free books and literally pay them to read. And and let me just say this real quick.
You're good.
And literally pay them to read. And it is amazing that we expect people to pull themselves up by their bootstraps, but when you can't read, you can't navigate a bus schedule. You can't read a prescription bottle. That's how much literacy affects daily lives.
All right, she is making her case, y'all. I am feeling this all the way, and I want to make sure when someone donates to the Louisville Book Festival today, where will the donation go?
Well, the biggest part of our mission is to make sure that every child who attends the festival gets the free book of their choosing. So it's not just that we have 50 million copies of Oh, the Places You'll Go or some other book. It's a variety of books. They can come in, they can find the one that speaks to them the most. They can pick it up and take it home with them, and we hope that that opens the door and starts a journey to, a whole other place for them. Also, it helps us bring quality authors and writers to the festival. Sometimes we have to pay transportation costs, lodging, stuff like that. It just helps us hold the event and keeps it free. Yeah. It's free and open to the public.
And we love to highlight local authors, and we do have, I just have to give a shout out real quick, we have several local authors, including Frank Bill from Indiana, but also Jermaine Fowler, who's right here from Louisville. He's a New York Times best-selling author. Thank you, Melissa, for bringing these books.
We are so excited that he's coming,
and
so excited.
I love that full circle, right?
We don't expect artists to work for free. We don't expect them to show up for free. So many authors do come to the festival because it is a big party and they want to be a part of it, and we're so appreciative for that. But sometimes we do have to fund artists whenever possible.
They are speaking my love language here, and so I want to give a shout out and appreciation to Louisville Book Festival, which is a post-pandemic organization that you are getting to learn about right here, spurring a love of literacy, putting books in the hands of young people who need to see themselves in that work, and paying authors, especially local authors, to be part of that work. We're pumped to have you all. Good luck today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for being here. We love seeing all the books that you brought as well. That's great.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. It just tells the story. We're so thrilled to have you here, and we wish you the best of luck during Give for Good Louisville 2023.
And show up and volunteer too.
I love that shirt. Look at that. That's great. That's great. We will be back in about 60 seconds with our next nonprofit organization. All right, Mary? Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, here we go.
Good job, Melissa. Dee Dee.
Thanks.
Happy Give for Good Louisville Day. It's Chris Strub, the Giving Day guy here in downtown Louisville. I'm getting ready for tonight's Give for Good Louisville trivia, where you, yes you, can win one of 5 prizes provided by our trivia sponsor, Republic Bank. There's $4,000 in prizes to be won tonight by you. If you think you know Kentuckiana the best. $1,500 for first place, $1,000 for second place, $750 for third, $500 for fourth, and $250 for fifth place. So if you think you know Kentuckiana the best, join me, the Giving Day guy, Chris Strub tonight, facebook.com/CF Louisville. Have those comment fingers stretched out and ready to go. If you're the fastest to respond, you can win one of those prizes for your favorite Give for Good Louisville participating organization tonight at 8:30 p.m. I'll see you there. That's right, Chris Strub from last night. We will see you there. It is Give for Good Louisville 2023. I was just telling Nick Mattingly, the CEO of Switcher Studio here. I love the magic of Switcher Studio, that I can throw to a video of myself and then throw it back to live me. I even got the water bottle there for you. We'll turn it around. We love our friends here at Switcher Studio, a Louisville-based community, and their volunteers have been so instrumental and helpful over the last few years. Hey, Morgan Davis, if you're watching from Australia, Aussie, we do miss you this year. I already told your boss that you're not allowed to go on vacation next year, so we will see you back here for year 11. Mary, we're going to keep the train rolling here. We got another great nonprofit to throw it back over to you.
I love it. Well, it's a full team effort here, so I love the shout outs to Australia, but I love feeling the energy that's in the room. We're going to welcome some friends from the sunny side, Indiana, right? Because this is a Kentuckiana event. So LifeSpring Foundation of Indiana, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us about the mission of your organization.
Well, the LifeSpring Foundation supports LifeSpring Health Systems, which is a community mental health center and federally qualified health center, providing that safety net of care. So the foundation is the fundraising arm of the LifeSpring organization. And so funds raised through the foundation go back to LifeSpring, the agency, but also out into the community for other organizations that do work similar to what LifeSpring does.
Beautiful. So I'm just going to pick up and slow down on two major themes there. Mental health. Can't imagine anything more important after the years that we've had. It's always important, but it's not. Can you just talk a little bit about mental health and the importance of an agency like LifeSpring?
Absolutely. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and that's one of the things that we work on is to reduce the stigma of seeking mental health care, addiction care. Just like you would if you had a broken leg, you wouldn't hesitate. So don't hesitate for your mental health care as well. And there has been a massive increase in the need for mental health care following COVID. We've seen that across all age groups. We've seen an increase in need and service use, and I know other organizations have as well. And so really spreading the word that services are there, even if you don't have insurance, if you don't have coverage.
That was the part I was going to pick up on, which is mental health for everybody.
For everybody.
And as a federally qualified health center, just in regular terms, what does that mean?
That means that no one is turned away due to an inability to pay.
Yep.
So we also have a sliding fee scale. We can help you get insurance. Don't let that be a barrier.
It's no small thing.
Exactly.
So how did you all get started with the organization? It's Liz and Dawn, right?
Yes.
Okay, you all are humans. We can use your name.
I'll let Dawn start. She's new to the LifeSpring Foundation.
Yeah, so this is my 9th week. This is the 2nd year for LifeSpring participating in Give for Good Louisville, and it's my 9th year because of prior employment. So
it's not your first time to this rodeo of Give for Good, but yep.
It's been such it was such a blessing for my former employer, which I'm,
Wishing them luck today.
St. Elizabeth Catholic Charities.
Right, we get to love everybody today.
Absolutely.
Support everybody.
But I'm so excited to be working for LifeSpring and the mission, and where some foundations do grant applications and reviews of the grants quarterly or maybe even 2 times a year. Our board of directors gets together monthly and reviews them and awards them monthly, because with mental health and addiction recovery being the main focus, you don't want to wait. And you want to take care of those needs on a monthly basis.
Absolutely. And we know that people of every background experience those challenges, but it does feel sort of more visible right now. And so it's really important for organizations like LifeSpring to make sure that we're talking about it, we're destigmatizing it, and we're actually approaching it in a way that helps people. So when someone donates to LifeSpring Foundation of Indiana today, where will their donations go? How will they be used?
So funds donated go to the foundation, which then supports the LifeSpring agency and other organizations through a grant process. It's a really simple grant process. So it's an easy application. Like Dawn said, the board reviews applications on a monthly basis in their board meetings. And so donations are spread out across the 11 counties that LifeSpring serves. That's basically
11
all
counties.
all
Yeah,
along
help
on
our-
the Ohio River,
Okay.
from Jefferson down to the Rockport area.
Okay.
So the funds go towards the grants that support the same organization.
Beautiful. And if someone's watching this live stream from somewhere else in the world, because of course it's a global audience, but what would you want them to know about the community that you serve?
We're a very tight-knit community. We have all kinds of partnerships. I mean, I first learned about LifeSpring when I worked at St. Elizabeth because the clients that they serve were referred to LifeSpring for the mental health needs. And, you know, there's so many stumbling blocks when you're homeless or you're in addiction recovery. So the foundation, you know, takes care of some of those needs of individuals and organizations that, you know, normal funding doesn't cover. So that's where, you know, the small grants that we're able to give out over the course of the year help get rid of those stumbling blocks so they can continue on the path to mental health.
Right, they're whole people who
Absolutely.
probably have multiple things going on.
Absolutely.
What are some of those stumbling blocks? Help our audience understand.
Insurance is a huge one. Housing is a huge one. Transportation, not being able to get to an appointment. And we're able to, for individuals that qualify, they can have a care manager which can help them get around to their appointments, not just their LifeSpring appointments, but their doctors, their specialists. Mm-hmm.
So important. So this is what I think is important. So you're both supporting the agency, LifeSpring is providing direct service to sort of support people through addiction or with direct mental health services, but you are also, as a foundation, and I think this is critical, looking at those needs around the human that they may have and providing small grants to any type of organization that helps them get that transportation. How important. Okay. Well, I feel better educated today about LifeSpring, and I think it sounds like Indiana is a very lucky community and those 11 counties serving. And so we wish you all the best of luck today. We hope people get online right now. It is the perfect time to choose LifeSpring Foundation of Indiana. And we hope you all meet your goal today.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here. And Chris, I'm tossing it back to you. I don't know if you're ready to catch, but here I am.
We are tossing it back to me. Thank you so much to our friends from LifeSpring. Great to meet you guys. Thank you for being here. We wish you the very best of luck during Give for Good Louisville this year. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you tonight during trivia too, 8:30 p.m.
Yep.
We have, all right, I got you.
Trivia, she's like, yeah. She's like, I know what
I
you're
have
doing.
been watching since 7:30 this morning, so yes.
I absolutely love that. You can jump in the comments too. Make sure you let me know you're saying hi, and I'll put your comments up on the screen also. And that's how trivia will work tonight too. I'll be asking 15 questions using Switcher Studio. You want to answer as fast as you possibly can. And then again, you saw the prizes, I'm sure.
Yes.
$1,500 for first place, $1,000 for second place. It's a lot of money.
That would be awesome.
Got some
So,
great prizes.
You think you know Kentuckiana the best?
Yeah, probably not.
All right. Well, you got
The
like
Anna part, maybe.
you got like 9 hours to study up. All right.
Yes, absolutely.
Or you steal my laptop and you get all the questions. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Total joke. We will be right back here with our next nonprofit organization. Mary, I think. Do we have another one? We do.
I think it's Boys and Girls Club of Kentuckiana. I think I see
Yes.
my people over there.
We do have Boys and Girls Club. So we will be right back. Just give me about 60 seconds. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, what up? It's Ben Davis. I do mornings here at 99.7 DJX, and you are watching the 10th annual Give for Good Louisville live. Now, let's go back to Louisville Slugger Field and introduce you to some more of the amazing nonprofits that we are helping today.
I'm loving it. DJX, the Turquoise Tower of Power, if you all remember that when you were growing up in Louisville, Kentucky. I do. We are pumped to be back. Thank you so much to our sponsors who are making this thing hum all day long. Am I good to queue up our next guest? Am I allowed to just roll right into this? All right, because this is one of my favorites. I'm going to keep it all the way real with you all. We have Daryl Unselt here with the Boys and Girls Club of Kentuckiana. Does such amazing work. And I'd love to just kick it right to you, Daryl, to tell us about the mission.
Well, great. Thank you, Mary. And to piggyback on what she said, she's one of my most favorite people in this community. We've had the opportunity to work together for a number of years, and I'm certainly grateful and thankful for the opportunity to speak to you all today. And a little bit about the Boys and Girls Club of Kentuckiana's mission. Very simply, we are investing in the humanity and the potential of young people through the mission of the Boys and Girls Club, through the pillars of good character, leadership, and healthy lifestyles. And that's vitally important now, considering the circumstances our young people are going through. We are intentional about meeting young people where they are and being sure that they meet their most worthiest aspirations. And I'm just super excited to be have the opportunity to lead this legacy organization.
Amazing. So, Boys and Girls Club of Kentuckiana, you all know they pour into young people every day, provide safe spaces, but that talk that Daryl was giving is not just talk. He walks that talk, right? So I just have to say, how did you get started with the Boys and Girls Club of Kentuckiana?
Well, I got started at the Boys and Girls Club of Kentuckiana as a young person. I grew up in Newburgh and had the opportunity to attend the Newburgh Club, and a couple of years ago when this opportunity had come up to be able to lead this legacy organization, it was a perfect plug and play for me, specifically because not only the professional experience that I've been able to develop over the years, but more importantly to me, it was the lived experience. I think, one of the things that I think I bring is really having the opportunity and the experience to navigate both the boardroom and the block, right? Having the lived experiences of the young people that we serve and the families that we serve, but also been able to actively fundraise to support our mission and actually to grow our mission. We just finished our strategic plan a few months ago, and we are really adamant about increasing our footprint, continue to have to provide a world-class club experience for young people, and we are just super excited about the momentum and the opportunity that we have here to grow the club in our community.
So you all heard that, right? He is the mission, from club kid to CEO, yep. Which is what we want for young people, right? Your zip code does not determine your whole life, and we need transformative organizations like Boys and Girls Clubs of Kentuckiana to show kids, right? If you see it, you can be it. You made just a little reference to the challenges that young people are experiencing in our community, and so I want to just sort of cue up what makes Boys and Girls Clubs stand out in our community.
More so, we are adamant about meeting young people where they are. The Boys and Girls Club was really near and dear to my heart because we didn't need additional resources to get to the club. The club is located right in the neighborhood, so there's no transportation needs. We charge a small fee, but those fees are normally waived. As a matter of fact, we don't even budget for membership fees because we don't turn young people away. And I think just really meeting young people where they are is the biggest opportunity, what really sets us apart from other organizations. And particularly, and we're also looking to partner with other organizations. I don't see this as a competition with any organization serving young people, because the reality of this situation is that our young people need more resources, and it's up to us as leaders to be able to collaborate and help them with those additional resources that they need. Some people might be familiar with the Greater Louisville GLP report that was released a few months ago. We had 60 youth murders in our community last year. 48 of those murders were black males. I mean, that is near and dear to my heart. I am not satisfied with the outcomes that we are getting in our community that we are getting from our community. And when they did a landscape analysis of peer cities investments in terms of the investments in out-of-school time programs. Louisville ranked number 14 out of 15 of their peer cities. So we are reaping the harvest of our lack of investment in our young people in the community, and we have an opportunity today through Give for Good Louisville to right that ship. So that's one of the reasons why I'm actually here today.
Now you are speaking the love language of the Community Foundation of Louisville, right? We do, in fact, want Louisville to put your money where your mouth is, right? We want a safer and more prosperous community, and that means that we are going to invest in the underlying conditions that make people have hope and opportunity, especially young people, especially young black men. And so Boys and Girls Club of Kentuckiana is clearly right where they need to be.
Absolutely.
And we have the CEO talking about growing the pie for everyone, and that is exactly what Give for Good Louisville is all about. So are you all pursuing any specific goals today or prizes today that we can help you meet?
Well, we are, first of all, we are pursuing every prize that is available to us.
Of course.
We kicked off our 100K in 100 Days campaign a couple months ago, and we are winding that down. We are hopeful that Give for Good Louisville, the donations made today will take us over that 100K today.
Okay.
We are, yesterday when I checked, we're about at 67K yesterday.
All right.
So all of the donations.
So like $33,000 got to be happening today?
But we don't want to stop there. We can get to 200. I will gladly accept that, and our young people certainly deserve it, right? So this is not about me. This is about our young people. And like I said, we want to right that ship. We need to invest more intentionally and more heavy in the young people, and through the mission of the Boys and Girls Club and other youth service organizations out there today. But I'm here to talk about the Boys and Girls Club.
That's right. We're going to keep you on message with the Boys and Girls Club Kentuckiana. But I want to also note, you talked about how you have clubs in neighborhoods where young people are, that you work in substantial partnership with other organizations.
Yep.
You want those experiences for the young people that walk through your doors.
Yep.
If somebody were watching this live stream from somewhere else in the world, what would you want them to know about our community?
I am from this community. I love this community. I lived outside of this community for about 12 years. I could have lived anywhere in the country that I wanted to, but my heart is here. So I made a strategic and intentional decision to come back here, because what the Louisville community does for me, it allows me to align both my personal and professional aspirations to support young people through the mission of the Boys and Girls Club, and I wouldn't live anywhere else.
Well, and I know that people watching today feel the same way, right? This is about love for Louisville today at Give for Good Louisville. I hope that you have heard the Boys and Girls Club Kentuckiana, an anchor organization, a legacy organization that needs your support today to support young people in our community. And a Louisville original, Daryl Unseld, who has chosen to stay in our community and be part of these young people's lives. I hope you all are inspired. I hope you go press that button right now and you click and you help Boys and Girls Club of Kentuckiana meet their goal. Chris, am I good? Am I pumped up enough?
You're almost good, Mary. Daryl, we want to say thank you so much for being here. This is awesome. Thank you for your contributions to the community as well.
Anytime. I got to hug my girl on.
I know.
I almost messed up the whole set.
The humanity of Give for Good Louisville means that we are wired in at one another. I hope you will.
Oh, we love that. We love that. Thank you so much, Daryl. Before we wrap up, I invited Christina Miller to pop on over and just say hello. Let us know how things are coming along.
Oh,
so, Mary, if you want to stick around for just a
I
second.
sure do. I want to hear how things are going. So when we're here on the live stream, we don't necessarily see all of the updates that are occurring, and we are about to welcome the boss of it all, Christina Miller, with the Community Foundation of Louisville. She leads our marketing communications team as director and has a special love for Give for Good Louisville, right?
Yes, well, because I have a special love for this city, honestly, Mary. Our nonprofits are doing great work every day that a lot of people may not see on the regular. We hear a lot of crises and kind of bad news, right, that's happening not only in our region, but really across the nation. A lot of people are hurting, and I think we need days like Give for Good that inspire us and remind us really of our own humanity and what we can do by even just making small contributions all together. It can make a huge impact on our city, and does, not could, it does. I can't begin to tell you how many stories I've heard from nonprofits over the course of the past few years, even, of just what your donations by giving at giveforgoodlouisville.org have done for them. It's grown their capacity. It's literally saved both human and animals' lives. It's given a family, a single mother, the opportunity to get a job and have her children taken care of. I mean, it's just the list goes on and on. It's endless. So
it's for real, and I love that you talk. Times are tough. It is challenging out there, and I love that with Give for Good Louisville, you get to, vote every day for the kind of community you want to live in when you donate.
Right. Yeah, we just heard that from Ramona a couple minutes ago too.
I believe that 100%. Yes. Right, and nonprofits really are both a safety net and a launching pad, right, for lives being changed in all kinds of ways. We've this morning heard about mental health. We've heard about youth serving organizations, mentorship, scholarship for college. When you think about, those are life-changing moments.
And Mary, we love opening up the doors here. We've got so much great energy here in the room here at Louisville Slugger Field. We've got a comment on Facebook. We love Christina. Thanks for your hard work.
Hannah.
Facts.
And so.
Thank you, Hannah. Thanks, friend. I appreciate you. No.
Yes.
Well, and what makes this day so special, in addition to reminding us of our own humanity and being an example of that our community does care about each other. I mean, it is nothing to put your nose up to the fact that we've had over 137,000 people over the past decade invest over $50 million back into the Kentuckiana region. That to me is proof, right, that again our community cares about one another and wants to uplift each other. But again, what makes this day really truly special is because you can give 365 days a year, right, to your favorite nonprofits. But when you give today at giveforgoodlouisville.org, your donation could be either matched dollar for dollar, turning your $10 into $20, or it could be randomly boosted by either $1,000 to up to $20,000 today, turning again a donation of $20 into $1,020 to the organization of your choice. Like, that is huge.
It's amazing. It is actually growing generosity, right?
It really is. Yep. It really is. And I have to give a shout out to our premier prize partner, because that prize pool, guys, so if you go to giveforgoodlouisville.org, you'll see a button for prizes. Go there, click on it, check it out. But all of those prizes are from local foundations, companies who believe in our community and who want to invest in it and help nonprofits. And there's a slew of different prizes that you can help your favorite organizations unlock throughout the day. The biggest prize of the day is, for the second year in a row, the greatest 2 minutes in giving, sponsored by Churchill Downs. This year, if you give a donation between the time of 5:15 to 5:17 p.m., that donation will then go into a random drawing where we will then select two $20,000 winners, because it's Churchill Downs, right? So if you all have ever been to the track, it's a win, play, show, right? So our wins are two $20,000 winners. Our place is three $10,000 winners, and then our show is five $5,000 winners.
Boom.
And last year, Mary, we had York Academy of Discovery actually won the $20,000 prize, which, folks, they have an annual revenue of less than $50,000 a year, meaning that they're a small organization. And one of their representatives actually spoke to Don G on Wave last year, highlighting how that $20,000 is going to be able to go towards their marketing and communications budget to be able to connect more families and children to their early childhood education program. Because that's the other thing that people don't realize, like when you're running a nonprofit, a lot of your funds, you put it towards your programs, but then you don't have enough money to actually get your name out there and connect people to those programs, so that way they can get the help that they need and the support that they need. So that $20,000 gift was life-changing for them, and I can't wait to see the lives that will be changed today with those gifts.
So what's the pro tip on that if you are trying to? I remember there was a pro tip.
I always got pro tips.
Load up your cart at what time?
Okay, so I would tell you at probably like 5:10ish, right? You want to go to the site at giveforgoodlouisville.org, go ahead and get the organizations or multiple orgs, because you can give to multiple orgs today, guys, loaded up in your cart. And then when 5:15 hits, you know, I would wait actually even maybe a few seconds, just because there's probably going to be a lot of people trying to come on. But go ahead and click that submit button. Our amazing technology partner, GiveGab, who's now becoming Bonterra, has assured us, been doing all their testing, that the site is going to be able to handle all of those influx of donations this year. So we are very excited to see that come through. Because last year, I don't know if you realized, maybe we did break the internet last year.
Louisville's super generous.
We really did.
So,
we really did.
It's bound to happen.
But it's not. We are sure that's not going to happen again, because they've done all their testing this year. So we're really excited. But yeah, pro tip is to get those donations loaded up in your cart. And then all you got to do is click a button between those 2-minute periods, okay?
And is there a minimum donation that can?
There is a minimum donation. So in celebration of our 10th annual Giving Day, our minimum donation this year is $10 or more.
Come on, y'all. So a $10 donation can result in a $20,000 gift for an organization. So that to me is like totally the spirit of Give for Good Louisville.
It is. And that's what makes it exciting. Again, you know, and that's thanks all to Churchill Downs. They actually awarded the largest contribution in prize pool history by donating $150,000 this year in celebration of the 150th
I was going to
Kentucky
say, let's
Derby.
talk about their choice of numbers for just a second. It's been 150 years that the Kentucky Derby has been run in the one and only Churchill Downs. We are so lucky that we have that celebration in our community, and that we have a generous partner in Churchill Downs that is part of this day.
Truly. And I, you know, would be remiss to also not mention that, Mary, another exciting bit of news that we have this year is that every single participating organization is getting a prize this year.
What?
Yes.
I didn't know that. That was not in my notes. What's going on here?
So the Sparking Generosity for a Decade prize is sponsored by our presenting prize partner, Sam Swope Family Foundation, who has been a part of Give for Good Louisville since day one.
Another
shout
Louisville
out
original.
to Brad and Patty Swope.
Right now. Absolutely.
So thanks to them, every single participating organization is getting $100 today. Okay?
Boom.
So 100%. 100% for $100.
That is amazing. Sam Swope, Louisville original show in Louisville Love.
Yes.
It is an amazing thing. So basically everybody just got $100 with that prize right out there.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Literally.
Right. What beautiful generosity.
I know. It is beautiful. And that's what the beauty of this day is just truly witnessing that generosity in action. You know, our mission at the foundation, of course, is to create meaningful change in and beyond Louisville. And Give for Good Louisville is us living that mission in real time. Thank you guys for, you know, who are tuning in and donating and supporting and fundraising for your organizations. Whatever you are doing today, you are making an impact. And we appreciate you guys for being here with us and sharing in this celebratory moment, truly.
Let's take one quick look here, Christina, at that leaderboard. $1.5 million passed as we've been chatting. 6,176 donors, and we're coming up also on another really important number, Christina. We're approaching that 10,000 gift mark.
I know. That's amazing, guys. And again, that means because you can give multiple gifts. And my other pro tip for my donors, okay, because I don't know about y'all, but I have a budget, right, that I try to keep.
That I run past every year for the record.
Right. And it is much easier for me to make my donation a monthly donation because I can give $10 a month. But it's harder for me, especially around Christmas time, to give like $120 right at the end of the year because I'm spending money on Christmas gifts. I'm trying to do all of this, right? So that when you do check out with your donations, guys, you can choose to make that a reoccurring gift. And when you do that, that means that organization has guaranteed funding every month in some way. So they're not always having to wait right till the end of the year for a big annual gift, okay? So I do want to encourage you all to make your donations monthly and recurring, and to donate to an organization that you may not have ever donated to for the first time. We have that Connect to a Causes page where you can find new or discover rather new organizations through the causes you love. So highly encourage you to do that. And yeah, thanks for being a part of this day with us, guys. And thank you, Mary.
I love it.
You've done amazing.
My favorite. Y'all just keep me, just to have me back. I'm gonna go blow my budget today and make all
Let's
my
go.
donations. I love seeing that donor number up there. 6,000.
Yes, it's amazing.
People have joined together already to take this action. It's amazing.
And it's not even noon yet.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we still have a lot of the day left to give. Again, visit giftforgoodlouisville.org. Join in the conversation online by using the hashtag giftforgoodlou, spelled LOU. And I'll be seeing you guys later on this afternoon when I come on to host as well.
I was going to say, Christina knows I could talk for another 10 minutes too. I'm not going to, but I will say we have such a wonderful lineup of hosts today. I do want to give a big, big shout out to Jessica Holman, who kicked us off this morning. She was just so wonderful. So thank you, Jessica. Mary's going to come back with us at 11 a.m. We've got CEO Ron Gallo coming up at 12 o'clock. We've got Ramona Dallum coming on later on this afternoon. And then I broke the rule. I went to the bullpen early. We were going to save Christina as our closer tonight. So she's going to come back and be on with us at 4 o'clock, 4:30. But I said, hey, Christina, can we steal you? I need a little bit of that Christina energy this morning, too. So you'll see plenty more of Christina Miller tonight as well.
Yeah.
Then, of course, we've got trivia. I don't want to go on and on and on, but we will see you tonight at 8:30 for that trivia game tonight as well. I'm going to take a little potty break and hydrate a little bit and let these
drink
gals.
water, guys, today.
Hydrate.
Stay hydrated.
It is a long day, especially if you're staying up to play trivia with me tonight at 8:30 on Facebook.com/CF Louisville. Do not miss it. It's Gift for Good Louisville Day, 10 years. Thank you for having me back, and I will see you guys back here at 11 a.m. Mary, Christina, thank you so much. We'll see you guys both in a little while. Ta-ta.